welcome one person. I see a viewer. Welcome in. Yeah, I killed that last stream because it just fucked up. We are starting over. TGIF. Oh, there we go. click, click, click. Idiot. It's supposed to click. Don't let you through. Quarter till, 10 till. No shit there, Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. Usually, on average, as soon as I start a stream, give it 15 minutes for someone to check in. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I was getting ready to kill the stream, but I'll do it to the rest of the end of the hour until NTD. Yeah. I don't know who's moving to those states. That third state that you mentioned has more people moving than being born. I don't know whether or not you knew that. That third state, which shall remain unnamed. Shitty weather, shitty tax. I mean, it's... New York gets the snow, like Buffalo and NYC, but that third state that you mentioned gets like negative... That's the Jussie Smollett state. That's where Jussie Smollett was... that's where he was beat. But they have more people moving out than were born. That's pretty fucking scary. Ask me. Welcome on in, Andrew, TGIF. That last name looks like a Polish last name. Yeah, no? A lot of Polacks out there in Chi Congo. A lot of them illegal, too. But, no, Chi Congo has a big Polak population. Yeah, actually bigger than Warsaw. They have more Polacks there than Warsaw. So, they own the fucking city. I think they're Roman Catholic, if I'm not mistaken. No. But luckily, Poland, though, doesn't welcome well, except for Ukrainians. They don't welcome mass migration, nor should they. Or should they? Yeah. See, those first two states that you offer are coastal states, so they have something to offer, right? They're both TV capitals. Oh, okay. Oh, well, welcome in. Yeah. That's where I was at. That's where I took my road trip to Branson. Bolivar Mo. Not sure specific. I've heard of Bolivar. I don't know specifically of where that at. Bolivar Mo. Yeah, Branson. That's where I spent Branson. German and French one. Oh, I got you. Yeah, but the last name almost, well, yeah. It's I see. That's where I road tripped to Branson 3 years back. Not this year. Not wasting time and money like I did 3 years back when I was tricked into going there. So no. Yeah, I don't do any of that convoy shit anymore. I drive a Tesla anyway, so that thing would just be charged. No, but that first state that you mentioned is entertainment capital, right? Beautiful weather. I guess you're not too far from Vegas. You got the ocean. A lot of agriculture out there. Think of what the rest of the country relies on that one state for. I mean, there's a lot of things grown in that state. That first state you mentioned. I'd say maybe 20%. There's a lot grown out that way in the Inland Empire. I remember being out there. It's uninhabitable now, but that second state that you mentioned is the news media capital, Wall Street, finance capital. Yeah. I wasn't sure Musk was going to make like a Tesla factory or whatever out there, whatever it is. But out there in that first state that you mentioned, they do have a big supercharge center out in the middle of nowhere. They could have done something about it had they been smarter, but they weren't. Out there where my internet mom is in Barstow. Sun almost coming up. Now, I went to Branson 3 years back in one of our trucks, in our 15-footer. Went to that sucker. That was the last time. I'm doing that. I'm not doing that again. Just tricked into going there the first time around. Yeah, I don't have time to waste on that convoy bullshit like I did before. Yeah, I got better things to do. In this case, you just fight locally. Luckily, though, in Missouri, I don't think there's any statewide races going on. I think this is an off year or next year because they just elected. I might leave this video up or what have you. I used to do this on a more frequent basis, but nobody watched. So I stopped doing this shit. No, but I'm not going to. What is that? I'm not. I mean, those are no-go zones at this point. Dearborn, Somaliapolis, and now that Dirty Apple. Because the rest of the state's going to be infected by it. What is it? 40% of that state is on that city. So they own that. It's a city. It's a city-ran state. Yeah, I'm not going. That's a no-go zone. Filth. But they get what they elect. So I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I mean, they did it to themselves. So let them suffer. Nathan's hot dogs out that way. The one that ESPN does, the hot dog eating contest. Those hot dogs suck. You want an actual hot dog, you got to do Shai Congo or Chirac South Yena. Or Bobex. EOBAK, possibly has. No. 2 people in the chat. Welcome that second person. I'll be on for another 20 minutes. I'll cut it. Yeah, terrible night Tuesday night. Jesus. What an awful night. But those were all blue zones anyway. They're blue zones. Those are all deep blue zones, irregardless. Yeah, Vagina's not really red, it's blue. It's a suburb of DC, that's why they, alongside the I-81 corridor, it's just... That's where I was at back in 2020 when place were locking down. They're like, truck stops didn't know what to do. So... But we're almost at that time now because the government shutdowns don't fly. Well, you shouldn't be flying anyway because of Boeing. Remember Boeing? All them fuck-ups with their jets? Why are people flying? I flew 2 years back when I think that might have been a McDonnell Douglas. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Schwab jalapeno. Is that their hot dog? Oh yeah. I know. I tried their chicken dogs. They're all right. Yeah. Only place I know where there's chicken dogs. I'm like, wow, this is your alternative. Yes. A chicken dog. Pretty neat. Oops. Yeah. So, what are your weekend plans there, Andrew? If you want to say, if you don't want to say, that's fine. Just keep it to yourself. But what's the weekend plans going on for you? Yeah. I'm not watching. Well, yeah, I'm not watching no foosball. I couldn't care less. Foosball. Oh, shit. Some college ass ball. Is that a Rivian? Rivian. The electric truck. Cool. Rivian. On the other channel, I did review the rainbow cake. Oh man, that friggin' junk food, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got you. Okay. Yeah, Mona's out that way. I don't know what I'm doing Thanksgiving. Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to talk to you about, but I don't know where I'm going to be, whatever. Whether or not I celebrate, I mean, you're thankful for the day itself. You reflect, I guess, this year so far. You know, you look back and well, at least we don't have Kamala Harris in January. You know, there's that to be thankful. You're thankful for the life that Charlie Kirk. Well, I know he's gone, but I mean, you don't need TPUSA to, you know, just start your own thing. Do your own thing. Be your own TPUSA. Be your own turning point. You know? I gotcha. Speaking of Springfield, I remember, yeah, they actually billed me after being on food stamps. Yep. Believe it or not, at one point in time, I actually was out, not in Springfield, but I was in that God forbid state. That's actually money that's loaned out to you that you have to pay back. Well, not only are you taxed, like unemployment, but that's borrowed money that you pay back the state. So they just loan you a bunch of money out just to, you know, buy yourself whatever, as far as food related, and then you pay the money, but it's just loaned out money. That's what food stamps is, by the way. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for repairing our trucks. You're probably in one of our 15-footers. Yeah, the only reason why I was on food stamps is because, well, you take someone on minimum wage, it's like, that's not enough, especially if you try living on your own. That's not enough to really be out on your own unless you're room sharing with like 5 other people. You know, then you gotta pack your living quarters like sardines and then split rent split. But it's a subsidy. You're just subsidized. 15 more minutes. Yeah. No, but Thanksgiving in a few weeks, you just, well, I know, talk about the end of the month already. Yeah, you just reflect. You just look back, but, like your Chattanooga, oh, sun's up. You could tell by what you're seeing, the sun's almost, rising. Much planned either. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Who the hell knows what I'm doing? I don't even know where I'm being tonight. Who knows? No. I know it's wherever I park the truck. You know, I thought about starting a deep fry a turkey franchise or whatever. It's like, well, it's, especially now these days. I don't know if the whole deep fry thing's all that popular. Yeah. Deep fry, it would be, I'd start off deep fry, it'd be like the Raising Cane's of turkeys. Deep fried turkey, I'd be like, oh, cool. You could try air frying it. Those are chickens. Yeah, I went the last 10 days, well, this was last week, the last 10 days without eating. I mean, I drank or whatever, but I was on, you know, I was on a SNAP fast, or food stamp fast. I mean, I've kind of been trying to eat this week, whatever, barely. What? I mean, if you're gonna work for the guy, you should work for free. Because, I mean, again, don't stop him from doing what he wants to do. I mean, have him roll out the grocery stores, which are going to be looted anyway. But like, I'm surprised why doesn't he just make the subway free too? I mean, instead of buses, he should just make public transportation free, community college free. I mean, I have no problem with that. You'd have a lot more people graduating. You know, they don't have to worry about cost. But I mean, to be honest with you, Andrew, if I were to work for the government, I wouldn't. I just work for free. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I mean, what, you want to pay me $5 an hour just to say that you pay me something? I mean, I do that. I mean, fine, just pay me like minimum wage. Yeah. I mean, to donate, work for a transition team. I'll work for free. Transition team. Why even get a paycheck? I mean, that's the whole thing about socialism, is that everyone gets everything. So it's like, well, you know, if I'm going to be under that system, I'm not going to work for any money. I mean, I've done it with churches, I've done it with mission. I'm not saying just because of religious, but it's like, well, I give, well, this is the other channel, I give free food to pantries. I mean, transition team, man, work for free. Why even get I mean, okay, $5 an hour then. See, I mean, if you're going to work for a paycheck, fine, go on minimum wage then. It would make sense. And then just make a part-time then. No. Nah. Yeah. That barbecue shit ain't chicken. There's this one South Korean chick, and she's very critical on the CCP, and it's true. Yeah, the Chinatown or whatever. Those are cats and rats. That ain't chicken. That ain't chicken. I mean, I seldomly make my way out to Chinese restaurants anyway, not because I'm racist, but it's just. I mean, if I do Chinese restaurants, I'll probably go vegetarian. I'll probably do, broccoli, carrots, rice. You know, I'll do it that way. Oop, there's a cop. See that? But transition team, man, I'll work for free. If I'm going to be on anyone's transition team, I'll be like, well, that's a transition team. I mean, is he putting them in his cabinet? Is he putting him in his, his dictatorship? Yeah. If I'm going to work for the government, I'll probably make it donation-based. I'll make it like the church collection plate. Whatever it is you feel like throwing. No tax on tips. Would be like, fine. That was a state trooper that rolled on by the way. Yeah, scholarships are a scam. Scholarships are a rip-off. Scholarships don't exist, man. Lower. Hold on, give me a second. That little fart. Oops. It's not too good now. I think in Chicago, community college is free. If you made college free, you'd have a higher graduation rate because everyone would get their associates. I mean, that's fine. Getting a 2-year college degree, I said, man, it's free. Why didn't they have this back then during my day, back in 99? Man, I'd have my associates by now. Shit. Yeah, I do my best. I mean, unless you wanted to go to Julinski's pocket. That card-carrying Jew who has Nazis working for him in the Azov Battalion. Yeah, Chicago, I think city community colleges are free. So you could just, I mean, you're not worried about student loans when you graduate. I mean, how do you fail out of a free college? Right? You just keep taking class. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about 2 years of your time anyway. It'd be like, man, I mean, I'm not saying trucking school needs to be free, but it's, you know, that's different because it's private. But if you want to take a class in like business or accounting, you just take classes, then you graduate. I'll be like, man, free? Why wasn't this shit around? Back in my day, credit hours was like $30 a credit hour. Regular gas was like $1. Well, it's not too far out these days, but you know. The reason why there's a high failure rate in college is because of the debt, the loans and shit. I mean, you might as well just nationalize it, right? Make community college, might as well make the subway, you know, public transit, might as well make the buses. I mean, there's already city-ran grocery stores anyway, aren't they food banks? I donated to a food bank last week. So, you're seeing it right now, Andrew. You're seeing it. I'm answering your question with what you're seeing on screen. Yeah. So, no, my job is to make sure that the stores that you go to buy stuff has stock shelves. It kind of pisses me off when you go somewhere to want to buy something and what you're looking for is not in stock. What I'm doing, what you see on screen, is to make sure or see to it that what it is that you go to a store to buy stuff from isn't empty. That's cool. So hopefully that helps answer the question there. Yeah. I give myself 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know what the fuck. And that's what it does for a living. No, it's a semi. It's a semi. But hey, I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, this live stream is being brought to you part by. Yeah. I have driven a U-Haul before, in the or one of our trucks in the past before. We should drive one again. It'd be fun. It'd be pretty cool. Because I like the name, I like the company, I like the color orange. Now, I've always had a fascination with what they do for the rest of the country, how to help people. Because I like to help people. I like to help people who want to be helped. And I came up with an acronym, UHAUL, uncovering, helping anyone uncover life. I came up with an acronym. So, yeah. No, I like what the trucks do for people. They help people get to where they need to be. Believe it or not, I think like every year, maybe 8% of the population moves. Something like that. Or that the sun is trying to peak out. I guess it will in the next hour. Yeah, so Mona's got a buffer go. Yeah, Mona's got something. I might be in a dead zone. Yeah, she got something going on in France. Yeah. No thanks. Oops. Oh, shit. I don't know too much about them. I know that DC London, yeah, the underground group, the Bilderberg group, I don't know too much about them to say anything. Sounds pretty satanic or sadist. Although there is a DJ group called Freemasons. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know too much about them. Because I'm not a punk. Yeah. I don't know too much about them to have an opinion. I haven't done a whole lot of, I haven't done any studying up on them or what they do stand for or what have you. So can't tell you. Don't have an opinion. Yeah, one of the things is that if there's someone in the left lane and you know they want to get by, you flash on the flashes, or in this case, flash one of those, and then usually if they acknowledge, they will four-way blink you back, but I guess in this case they will not. You will take it as heat. Well, not to get too personal, Andrew, but I hope you find a home soon. If you told me, in fact, you are where you are living. So I hope that you find a place to call home. Unless that is home, then you know. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't celebrate Halloween last week. That's like a kid's thing, man. It's a kid's thing. You know, I was supposed to have a dentist appointment. Speaking of which, I'll go off on a rant. My appointment was at 10 o'clock. And then I walked out like quarter to noon. I was like, nah. They took too damn long. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same here. Yeah. It's like with me and family. It's like I don't have a family, but God counts as family. He counts. You guys count as family. Yeah, I don't have a family. But, well, I never did. But, yeah, you guys count. I don't know when I'm going to be live again. I can't tell you. I might upload some videos. Yeah, I don't get around to live streaming like this because of this reason. Yeah, I'd say outside of the state I live in, I think the best state for food is there. You got Creole, you got Cajun, you got Southern, you got Deep, you got Texas, because of Houston. You got the crayfish, I'm kidding, it's crawfish. You got the boudin. You got the po' boy. You have Waffle House, yeah. You got, man, shit, good stuff. Boudin. I had boudin the other day or what have you, the rice balls. You could probably, you know what, if you did Uncle Ben's rice and then you have like a bread roll, you stuff the bread roll with the rice. Oh, I just came out with an awesome idea. All right, anyway, Andrew, NTD News, that's where I watch to get my news. That's going to be on in a minute, NTD News. So I'm going to be watching that in a second, hopefully for the next 2 hours. So hopefully, I don't know where you get your news from. I go to NTD News, but I'm going to be watching that now. But thanks for tuning in. I won't delete this. I'll delete the first one. But thank you for checking in. Otherwise, I would have just cut this like half an hour ago. But thank you for tuning in, Andrew. And whatever weekend you got going on, I don't plan either.